Pokemon Scarlet and Violet finally dropped its last trailer for the Indigo disc, confirming what Riddler Koo had already hinted to us about double battles being the go-to battle style in the Indigo disc. A few content creators got invited to play the game early, and from what it looks like and what they're saying, this is going to be pretty difficult and it's going to employ actual VGC strategies in this doubles format. I know not every player in this game is a VGC player, and my VGC is a little rusty, but for this video, I'm going to try to show you how you can prepare and be ready for the DLC, the Indigo disc. Obvious stuff out of the way first, you're going to want to beat the game, and then you're going to want to beat the Teal Mask. You're going to want to beat both of those before even attempting the Indigo disc. That out of the way, we're going to want to establish what we will see for those who don't know VGC very well. If you don't know much about VGC, I recommend doing a little bit of research, maybe watching a few matches on YouTube as well. We will be seeing teams and strategies that maximize victory and minimize loss. So, we're going to see some bizarre combinations, like Armarouge and Indeedee, just to name one example of an unfair duo. These two have been conquering VGC since the release of Scarlet and Violet, and for really good reason. They synergize really well. Your first step for preparation should be just doing research and understanding the base game. You just need to understand core mechanics because Pokemon loves to add hidden benefits to moves that you would normally not know about. Again, you really just want to do your own research here and just figure this stuff out. There's way too much for me to just give an example and expect it to go through. Once you have that base understanding of the game, your second step in preparation should actually be conjuring up an idea of what your team will be. While VGC may be really strict on what Pokemon is viable and what Pokemon is not viable, this is still competitive game. We are not going into any tournaments, so whatever you want to use, there is going to be a way to use it just because we're not in that competitive format. If you think, and you think really hard, and you still can't find a way to make a team that you're satisfied with, don't worry. I'm here to share a few of my ideas and creative teams so that you don't have to do the thinking and you can just have the fun. If you don't care too much about a Pokemon's strength, use anything with pickup and fling, like an Apom and Ambipom. And then you want to equip a King's Rock or a Razor Fang to give Fling a 100% flinch chance. So then, Pickup will restore those items so you can spam Fling and keep getting flinches, and it is hilarious. Another fun one is Armarouge and Dash Spun. This one, Armarouge can spam Lava Plume, which will activate Dachshund's well-baked body, and then Dachshund can just use Body Press. Blood Moon Ursaluna and Sylveon also work really well together, as Sylveon has Copycat and Pixelate, which allows Sylveon to copy Blood Moon and make it a Fairy-type move, and then put Protect on both of them. So, once they have to recharge from recoil, they're completely safe doing so. And of course, it would be criminal to leave Volcarona out of this. Volcarona and Oricorio make such a good duo that it would be absolutely criminal if I left them out at all. Now that you have something in mind to build, you actually have to build the team. But not just yet, because you don't want to make a mistake on your team. Open up Pokemon Showdown so that you can build the team for free, so if something is not to your liking, you don't have to make that mistake in the actual game, and you can just make the team you like, knowing how you like it. But before you start building the team for real, you're gonna need money, and there are 3 ways to get a lot of money in Scarlet and Violet really, really easily. 1, you're gonna have to do the Ace Academy tournament. That gives a lot of money, and with Amulet Coin, you'll get a lot more money. 2 is Terra Raid Battles, and if you like Terra Raid Battles, this channel might have a little something for you. And then there's also Exploring Kitakami to get rare bones to sell to get a lot of money. Money will be important because some of these battle items, they're really expensive. And if you need to get specific EVs, a very specific number of EVs, you're gonna need vitamins. Or you're just gonna have to be really, really good at math. Now, why would you have a held item on a Pokemon that costs $500,000? Well, items are more often than not almost equivalent to a second ability you can put on a Pokemon and then interchange for free as long as you have another item. Some items are even outright just abilities in item form, like the choice items being just like Guerrilla Tactics on Galarian Darmanitan. Next step is the actual EV training itself. Now, you can go over to the Delibird Presence stores, and you can buy items for all of the stats to help them EV train even faster. But with this, you're gonna have to do some research on what EVs drop off of what Pokemon, so that you can train your Pokemon properly. As mentioned earlier, if you are not good with math, you might want to consider buying your vitamins. Now, up to 52 total vitamins can go on a Pokemon at once, or 53 if you max out 2 stats. You can put a 53rd into another stat as a remainder. However, if you only max out 1 stat, and then you go into other stats evenly, it will equal up to 52 total, with 26 going into 1 maximum stat. After all that, you can choose to wait and then level up your Pokemon to the appropriate level for Indigo Disc, or you could just blaze through the game with level 100 Pokemon. That part is really your decision. Now that your team is actually trained, all you have left is to put on the items, which is as easy as finding the Delibird gifts that sells it, buying it, and then putting it on your Pokemon. You're almost ready for the Indigo Disc, but you're still missing a few things. 1, you still gotta hit that like button, and you also gotta give me a subscribe. I mean, you've made it this far, you might as well. You must have enjoyed the video, so why not subscribe for more? You can also give yourself a helping hand by turning notifications on, so that next time I upload some quality content and some tutorials, you get the notification immediately so you don't have to wait for it to show up on your recommended page hours later. If you found any teams that you want to share in the comments below, go ahead and post it. Someone might actually like it, and someone might actually find it helpful. I'm also really interested to see what you guys will be bringing into the Indigo Disc. I hope everyone has good luck in their team building, and I look forward to seeing what everyone uses in the Indigo Disc.